everybody. Local church windows are being restored in a very meticulous process. Plus, a man is killed in a bizarre way by a falling utility pole. We'll tell you what happened. Plus, a local school is forced to change its senior recognition night. Those stories and more on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you. It is Tuesday afternoon. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Okay, sorry, I pushed the wrong button there. Started that over. All right, let's see if we can do that again. I'm Devin Walsh, glad to be with you. It is Tuesday afternoon, News 5 Now. Time for us to catch you up on some of the big headlines of the day, and then we will pose our question of the day and read some of your comments. Also, our poll of the day. I hope that your day is going on really well, that you're having a nice day so far. Let's go ahead and get to our big stories at this hour. Number 5, one Gulf Coast high school is forced to make changes to senior night. The Saraland Spartans' final home game against Carver High School on October 30th is now canceled. This forces the school to rearrange senior recognition. So the school will recognize the band, Azalea Trailmaids, and other sports, including cheerleading, and they are going to do that before the Spartans' first home playoff game. Our understanding is that Carver canceled that game. Number 4, a popular Baldwin County park is set to close for quite some time. The city of Daphne will close Bayfront Park next Monday for a $10 million construction project. Plans have been made for a waterfront amphitheater project. During this time, the pier will only be accessible by foot through the Village Point Park Preserve. The city will close vehicle and pedestrian access from Moe's Barbecue to the waterfront. The project is expected to be completed in the spring of 2027. Number 3, Alabama State Troopers are investigating an incident where a man died when a power pole fell on him. Troopers say a man driving a John Deere tractor hit a power pole October 9th on Baldwin County Road 54 east of Daphne. The power pole reportedly fell and hit another man, 74-year-old James Davis of Daphne, in a driveway. Davis was taken to the hospital with critical injuries. He died this past Sunday. The incident is still under investigation. Number 2, this year's Shrimp Festival attracted a whole lot of people. In fact, 325,000 people attended the 4-day event. Yummy, look at those shrimp. Hotels, condos, beach houses around the area, 76% occupancy. And this year, of course, there was a big push for the vendors to sell domestic shrimp. Only 5 of the 18 were flagged for selling imported shrimp after DNA testing. Those flagged vendors were able to switch to domestic shrimp. And number 1, members of a historic Mobile church are restoring a 130-year-old window using some of the same techniques that craftsmen used in the 19th century. The painstaking process is part of a larger effort to keep the church as an important landmark. 2 years ago, the window collapsed, the pastor says, because of the aging building and vibration created by the Broad Street Restoration Project. So today, they are restoring the window using the same techniques, making medieval translucent glass that were around when the windows were installed back in 1895. That's where the glass is colored while it's being melted into shape. It is a longer, more expensive, and time-consuming process than modern stained glass. The pastor says it has to be done this way to preserve the church's status as a historic building. They hope to be finished in the next 2 to 3 months, and they are still raising money for this and other restoration efforts. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. Okay, everybody, it is time now for our question of the day, and it has to do with football. I guess it doesn't have to do with just football. We're talking about just sports in general, but really I think we're referring to football, so let's look at it. You ready? How many seasons should a coach get before their job is in jeopardy? How many seasons should a coach get before their job is in jeopardy? All right, let's scroll down and look at some of your comments. Tommy says he thinks most people would agree to give a coach time to get his players on the field and then another year after that. I'd say 3 or 4 max. He says what's crazy now is these buyouts. He says in Auburn's case, if they make a change, I believe they need to hire someone young with proven success at a lower level. Sometimes that knows the high school coaches in the South and is hungry to succeed. Someone who wants a break and wants to make a name for themselves. Rex says 2 days. And Gwen says that depends on the kind of state the program was in when he took over. You can't expect a coach to have a winning season if the program was in shambles when he took over. Yeah, very, very good point there. Reginald is saying same thing. It depends on an individual's circumstances. Sometimes there are issues outside a coach's control. Tony believes that all schools should agree to cap on buyouts and guaranteed pay, but let the incentives be whatever they want. Justin says, I say 2 to get your system implemented. Season 3, I wouldn't expect a national championship or anything, but season 3 should start having some big time wins and should start being consistent. So yes, those are some good comments. But a lot of people complain about a coach if there's a loss or 2, and then all of a sudden, they should go. And other people feel like maybe some teams should be a little patient, but because there have been some kind of movement in the college coaching arena over the last few weeks. And a lot of people talking about Auburn football losing this weekend and whether or not, whose fault it is. So thank you so much for your comments, and please weigh in if you'd still like to do that. And now for our poll results, or at least our poll. We're not going to give you the results right now. Do you think the Louvre jewel thieves will be caught? As you know, some thieves broke into the Louvre in Paris and stole some beautiful, beautiful jewels. Yes, no, or no opinion? Yes, no, or no opinion? Let us know if you think they will be caught. I have no idea, but I'm kind of thinking no. I don't know why. It was so elaborate, the way they were able to get in and steal all the jewels. So I don't know. Definitely an interesting story, and so one that we will be following. If you would like to vote in that poll, or you would like to answer our question of the day about coaches, you can go to WKRG's Facebook page or WKRG.com. We will have more of your comments, and we will release those poll results tonight at 5:30. And that is all the time we have for News 5 Now this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you back for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never